Yo, what is up, armies, and welcome back to the channel. Hey there, my name is Dexter Chang, good to see you. So if you guys don't know what is going on, I'm gonna be pretty much telling you guys the entire story, the entire behind the scenes of what's going on with the family, about the trip that we're about to go to, you know, Taiwan, China, Malaysia, Oklahoma trip. So I kind of wanted to like pretty much clear the air and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So we're gonna be talking about that and all that stuff, and also after that, I'll be training. I'm gonna be training later on tonight. So this would be like an update, a big update and training vlog, because I think this is the final video that I'm gonna be updating you guys about for now, and then in some of my other videos later on it'll be like stuff that I usually would tell you guys, right? I'm like my regular vlog and stuff like that. So I won't have to like talk to you guys about this kind of stuff anymore. But yeah, I want to clear the air out, just just in case if things are confusing or if things get out of hand. So I want to get things situated in any way possible. So yeah. So let's do this. So Taiwan. My sister will be still going to Taiwan, so that will be around like July, alright? And then after when my sister going to Taiwan, me and my mom will be, yes sir, going back to Malaysia. And I don't know about the China trip for sure, if we're going or not, because my sister did end up backing out the allocation because her friends are not going anymore, so they canceled out the trip. So I don't know if we are going or not as a family, just like for a quick trip. So I don't know about that still. Is this still in the plans? But I thought my dad said that we were going, but I don't know if we are still going or not. So I might do some follow up and that update like later on. I'll do the follow up update and see if we're going or not. If it's still in the in the plans. But and then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Then we'll come back to the States and then wait until school starts again. So this is what we're gonna be doing, pretty much. I think that's the plan for now. So the thing is for sure that we're going to Oklahoma for sure, and then for my sister's big huge competition, and then so that's like around like June. Around that time I'll be doing my community strikes, so I'll be doing that as well, and also I can pick the dates and stuff like that, so I don't have to worry about anything on that part. And also on top of it too, which is with my training, with my art and stuff like that, with my card thing, so there's still potentially in the works like that too, and the work coming in between that as well to see how everything will go around then. Because a lot of things will happen around June, and it's just kind of a hard thing to talk about, but it's okay. But I think that's it for now. There's not really much I have to talk about except for that for June. So there'll be that, and I know my dad around then. My dad will be back, so that'll be great. And then the month after will be July. So July is a month where we get a bit more crazy with, because there'll be a lot of journeys to take in, and which is we're going overseas, and we're going back and forth in different countries. So this is what we're gonna be doing as well with family, and with Malaysia, with Taiwan, maybe China for sure. I'm not sure yet. So that will be still in the work out of that too. See what's going on with the family, and if we do come up with some assumptions or anything on that, or because this is still ongoing investigation on that on China right now. So we'll see, and then I'll tell you guys ahead of time and that too. So you'll be the first one to hear it on my channel. So stay tuned if you guys want to hear more about that stuff. But I haven't really been catching up with that just yet, because I really wanted to like put it on my video ideas first, but I don't know if we're going to China just yet, so I'm going to wait until like we'll see what the situation will be like. So I want to get everything all situated first before, I can tell you guys any updates or anything that, exciting or, good news ahead. So I can't wait for that as well. But yeah, that would be that. So there's not much I wanted to say. Yeah, and then we'll come back, we'll wait until school starts again. So that's what the plan is for now. And then, yeah, that's it. But, also, about Finn and the entire, camp house. So that also, I did a video on that 2 weeks video right here. So in that video I talked about basically, was why I did back up the allocation for Camp Pals. Because my mom came out to me and she said that, do you want to go to Camp Pals or do you want to go to Malaysia? So I had that two options, and I know that if I go to Camp Pals, then it would be a really of an, I don't know how to say, if I do end up going to Camp Pals, then after a week of that, then I think it would be kind of hard for my parents, because around then, we're literally going around the world right now, with traveling and everything. So I don't want to, have that much problems, in the dilemma and all of that, in between this and that. So I don't want to escalate in that part. I feel like I want to actually think about that. And so when my mom asked me that question, if I want to go to Camp House or Malaysia, I instantly pick Malaysia, because I know if I pick Camp House, then it would have a lot of, that means that they would have a lot of problems, a lot of things that you take away from the family, and that is going to be a really hard decision. So, and I know that for me it's a lot easier because I've already done Camp House last year already. So it was so there's a good thing that at least I get that thing out of the way, and I want to go back to Malaysia, because if I go back to Malaysia, then that'll be a great way for the family to go throughout with the plans. If I pick Camp House, then I don't know what to do anymore, since traveling around the world, then it's gonna be really hard for the family. So it's gonna be hard. So that's why I picked Malaysia out of that option. You know what I mean? So that's why if Finn is watching this video, I don't want him to, I don't want him to be mad at me, or I don't want him to get frustrated. I don't want him to be heartbroken or anything like that in any type of situation. And that at the end of the day, I don't want Finn to have that anger management, because it's just a really hard thing for me to to process, because I can always I really wanted to go back to Malaysia and going around the world with my family and just travel. We already planned that ahead before we even go to Camp House. So that was another thing too, that because I was already enrolled in already, and I already get into Camp House. My sister was also doing her volunteer job there too at Camp House, and so she had to back out because of competition is going to Oklahoma. So I had to do the same thing too, and so my mom had two options for me to choose from, and basically I choose Malaysia over Camp House, because I already have done Camp House already last year, and so I know that if I backed out, someone new has to come in. So I did back out of the allocation because I think they already backed me out anyways, and someone new will be coming in which will replace that. So that is why I went act quick, on that part. But if Finn is, I don't want Finn to really get involved with this because this is not he's not because it's not my fault at the end of the day. I don't want him to, you know, like have a heart attack or have that, you know, hard time without me there. You know, like I don't want that to escalate on that part. I don't want him to be, you know, like that much of an anger towards him because, you know, I'm his best friend, you know, and he's my bro. I know we're best friends, we're Die Fam, but there's more to this. Oh, okay, I don't know how to say this, but there's more to this than what I have right now, because what I have right now is family, right? And we're already traveling around the world around like July, so like, and we're already planning ahead already, so it is another thing too that is also, I'm like really stuck in the middle right now, so yeah. But yeah, if Finn is watching this video, I don't want him to get over himself. I don't want him to have an anger management out of his mind. I don't want him to be heartbroken. I don't want him to be like, wow, Dexter, why you not doing this? Why you not going there anymore, bro? You break up my heart, bro. You know, like, I don't want to ruin our friendship because of that. You know, I want to, you know, like, I want him to be happy for me because at the end of the day, it's not my fault. You know, because they bet me out because there's already new people already starting to come in. So it is a thing too that I have to, you know, be like, another thing too that I'm okay with. Because I know Finn wants me to be there with him, and stuff like that. But it's just a really hard thing for him, I would say, because like I know like he needs me and stuff like that. Because you know I'm his emotional support system. I always go with him no matter what. At the end of the day, I know what makes him the best out of this, and you know, I also like, the thing is also like, health is the most important thing, and stuff like that. And you know, I know his health and his issues and all of that. You know, and you know, I comfort him no matter what in his emotions. So I kind of get it where he wants me to go, but also like I don't know. The thing is, I feel like Finn is like you know, like pressuring me to go. I feel like you know what I mean. And plus, you know, it's gonna be a really hard thing as well too, because like right now we're on top of doing traveling and stuff like that. So like I don't want that to escalate. I don't want that to be in between that junk in the mess, you know, in a mess that we're still having that same problem. I don't want this to go too far or go too deep in that. Our relationship right now is pretty good, I would say, but I just don't want him to, you know, I just don't want him to have an anger management, or you know, be frustrated or be mad, or you know, stuff like that. I totally get it, you know. But you know, Finn needs to know like this is what life is about, you know. Like sometimes if people they're closer to you, they can't go, they're really busy, then you have to leave them alone. You know, you have to at least let it go, you know, and just do some, you know, at least like do what you got to do at Camp House. You know, have to let them go. You know what I mean? Even people that are close to you, if they're busy and they're traveling with family, you know, Finn has to know. You know what I mean? Like, I have a life to live too. You know, like this is what I need to do, and stuff like that. Cause like Chang Fam to Chang Fam, we can't replace Chang Fam with friends. You know, I get it. My friend is my main priority, right? Finn is my main priority, for sure. But he's one of the type of guy that I never leave his side. But the thing is that, you know, there's more to friends than being with family. Cause you know, like family is the main thing that I have to deal with, even though I'm part of Chang Fam. and being part of the army, you know, in that organization that I'm working for in the business and stuff like that. But like if Finn all of a sudden out of nowhere, you know, like you know, because like he's my main priority too, and you know he's an amazing type of guy where I want him to, you know, go along in the journey with me and stuff like that. But the thing is, you know, he needs to know that what life is really all about and what he needs to work on, because like for him personally is, you know, it's like all about what he does in that circle and his own you know way of that, and you know everything also surrounding him is by water. You know, that will calm him down, to silence it, and just, you know, and just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Just go up there, have fun, and just you know, hang out with your friends and stuff like that. But you can always call me or FaceTime or text me either way. But the thing is, you don't have to, you know what I mean? You don't have to like spam call me, bro. Like this is like, I don't know how many times now, back in Malaysia, he always spam calls me. Like I have no idea what is going on. Like, you know, I don't like when he does that. Yeah, I feel like it's getting a little bit too annoying for me and really too bombarding. And it's really, you know, that he, you know, I know he needs me. I know that, but I also he doesn't want to lose me either. But you know, I'm his best friend. You know, I always pick up his calls, but like if I'm busy, then I can't. You know what I mean? Like I'll pick up and be like, bro, I can't right now. I'm busy. Is it cool if I call you back later? I did that, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just told me, great. You know, like, great, I'll never call you back anymore. And then just hang up the phone like that. That is not how you communicate with your best friend like that. It's not cool. You know, you need to be calm. You know, you just have to be like, bro, okay, you know, like, you know, you have to be like, you have to be calm, collected, and just be positive. Like, you know, like, at least be nice. You know, at least like say like, okay, okay, bro, I'll wait for you. You know, or at least just coming back later. You know, this is like non-stop. That this always happens to me. We're just not cool, not right. You know, and this is not what. And once he said it to me, I felt like that shock of energy that burst up to me in my flames. You know, in my head, and I don't like that. That's not cool or right to talk to someone that's your best friend. You know what I mean? Like, you have to you have to like at least like say like, okay, bro, call me back later. I'll be here waiting for you. That's a good thing to say. Why you have to be like so rude and immature? You know, like this is like a million times, a zillion times even, bro. Like back in Malaysia when I'm traveling and stuff like that, bro. Like, bro, that's not cool. And you know that. You know, I've literally said, bro, I'm eating with my family. I'm going out to eat. I'll call you back later. That's what I said, and you know, he's like the same thing too. He does the same thing every day. Even though if I'm also showering, I'll call you back later. I have to shower now. You know? Or I'll call you back later. I have to go to bed now. It's pretty late. You know, like, I'm going to eat with my family. To call you back later. I'm going to my grandma's house right now, and I'm gonna be out of service. I can't call you right now. It's cool if I call you back later. Yeah, I keep on saying to Finn, this is what I keep on telling him all the time. If I'm on the call with him, and he's always the same exact thing that he always does. Great. I never call you back anymore, and just hang up. That's not right. That's not cool. You know what I mean? That is not what you're supposed to do when you are, you know, like calling your best friends. I'm your bro. Like, come on, man. Like, you know, like, you know, I'm your best friend. We're Die Fam. You know, you can't just take that anger out of, you know, like out of nowhere and just like yell at me, bro. Come on, bro. You know better, right? You know better. And so, like this is not cool, and how like he keeps on doing that, but I get used to it, like, but that's not a polite way to to showing that. And I know that he can't take his emotions, but it's just kind of a weird situation for me, I would say, because like I don't know, man. It just sometimes if he does that, I'll automatically have a bad day, and I don't want to have a bad day. I want to have a good day. And plus, if I'm already having a good day, I'm calling Finn, and he's like that again. I like he was literally like ruining my day. Like I don't like that. So, bro, Finn, if you watch this video, please understand, okay? Please understand where I am coming from. And that this literally not just breaking my heart, but you're hurting my feelings inside and out too. And that's not how you're supposed to communicate to friends. You're supposed to be polite, or just say like, yo, I'll call you back later, stuff like that, bro. Like, just do your thing, you do you, and like, but it's okay at the end though. I know it's kind of getting late in the video, and that's when like 21 minutes to the video, and plus I also wanted to do a training video out of it too. So, alright guys, that's it for right now. I'll see you guys back up in the club, or maybe in the car. I'll see you guys then. Peace. Yes, sir. Got my bag and everything. Finally, I'm at the club. Now I'm at the car with the guy. It's being so late. Oh my god, bro. Like 15 minutes, bro. The heck, bro.
You got the bag?
Yeah, man. What the heck are all these stuff, bro?
Careful with your bag.
Yo, we're good, bro.
Yeah, let's go, champ. How are you?
Hey, what the
What
heck
are you doing,
all
bro?
these
What your
stuff?
camera is on? Your news channel or something, eh? What's that, man?
Yeah, bro. On YouTube right now, man.
You drink coffee again?
Hey, what? You drink coffee again? Bro, I said specifically not to drink coffee, bro. The heck, bro? Yo, bro, this guy drink coffee
cheers,
again,
bro.
bro.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, bro, what the heck, bro? I said no coffee, bro. What the heck, bro?
No problem, man. Chill, bro. Yeah, let's go. We're getting late.
No, we're not late, bro. I'll just see you for like 10-20 minutes, bro. What the heck, bro?
Don't worry about it, man. We're gonna play great basketball and make some goals and chill. Yeah, man. Make you run left and right.
And nah.
You don't like
Okay,
running.
bro, chill,
That's
bro.
the problem, man.
No,
You
chill,
don't
bro.
like running. Chill, bro. Let's go. Hurry up. We're getting late.
What?
What?
What was that, bro?
I was just coughing, bro.
Yo, this guy, bro. Yo, he keep on saying that, bro.
I just cough, bro. You can't even cough, man. Come on.
Yeah, but we're on the way to the car. Hopefully there's somebody there at all.
Nobody's there, bro.
Remember, like last time, it's really good.
Yeah,
We didn't make any mistakes. Nobody was even there. So hopefully this time should be a great day. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys back up at the court. Or
Yeah.
maybe not. I'll see you guys back up at the car maybe or so. And the coffee again,
Yeah.
bro. The heck, bro. I'll see you guys later on. Peace. Alright, guys. I know it's about like 20 something minutes already into the video, but I have to incorporate this to the video. We were in the court. We were shooting some hoops, shooting some threes. It was amazing. It was a free court. It was amazing, and the lighting there was like cool until the last three, and then they just shut it all down, bro. Like, and now this guy see everything, bro. What's up with that, bro?
Yeah, man, they just turn off the light, man. That's not nice. I don't know why they turn off the light.
Yeah, I thought everything was good. Now the light's being off again, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because
sometimes they turn off the light.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know they have like a schedule or something, bro. Like it's on time crunch, but it's okay at the end. You know, like this is out of the blue, but it's okay. You know, we're gonna still play at night, because it won't stop me from anything, or from me playing basketball. So Hey, my guy's seen everything, bro.
Of course, man.
But we're on the way to McDonald's right now, cause I don't know, I'm just getting way too like out of hand now, bro. Like this is way too much for me. I feel like it's not just because of training. I would say, I feel like this is because like sometimes, sometimes it's not the best of me when I'm shooting hoops, but sometimes it's in the dark. Sometimes you never know what comes to light, and the hoop is not like any type of like an NBA type of hoop. I feel like this is like a cheap metal fans, bro. Like this is not like a cool, like a good like size hoop, bro. Like, and
Oh yeah, man.
yeah, bro. But yeah, we're on the way to McDonald's and might be going to the beach because I need to meditate, bro. I can't stand this anymore, bro. So, alright, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm probably gonna do the outro right now. But alright, guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. And
Share it.
yeah, share it
Yeah.
share it to everybody you guys know, because you guys will probably relate to me the most than anybody else. So, alright, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Peace. And the champ is here.
The champ is here. Let's go, champ.